What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today we are here with the BLITZ battle event. The BLITZ battle, the, what's it called? The Tea Party from Hell. So there are 3 different islands for this event. So there is a Luffy, there is a Capone, and a Jinbei island. And in this video today, we're going to be looking at the Luffy event. I have 4 separate teams for Luffy, Bej, and also Jinbei. So I'll be uploading separate videos for Capone and Jinbei a little bit later on today. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you see all the content. But in this video, as I said, we're going to be talking about the Luffy Island, and with the ranking event, I mean, to be honest, like, this is a pretty average looking BLITZ battle. Like, the rewards aren't actually amazing. So if you rank in the top 1000, which I think is probably where most people are going to try and get to, you get 10 gems, you get a legend from the past year, you get another regular legend, you get a guaranteed skill up book, and then 5 each of small ink bottles and also large ink bottles to give you those very special artworks for your characters. Now, remember that those ranking rewards count for all islands, so technically you can rank in the top 1000 for each 3 of these islands, and you'll actually get, you know, those rewards times 3, which is actually pretty good. So if you're able to do that, I would highly advise it. And this is, again, a BLITZ battle centered around dropping certain items, which they'll be multiplied depending on how many point boosters you have on your team. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the BLITZ battle versus Luffy. So getting into this BLITZ battle, the first team is going to be utilizing the brand new characters that I just pulled, the Sweet Commanders. They're pretty awesome. So of course, you know, I'm going to be showing off this team. Not everyone is going to have these characters, of course, but I want to show you guys what the most optimal point boosting team looks like for this BLITZ battle. So for this BLITZ battle, one thing you have to note against this Nami stage here is that she has a strength slot barrier, so you need to make sure you have some sort of way to guarantee you strength slots. And the brand new Chopper and Carrot from the free-to-play event that happened last week is very good for this event, because you can use their special ability to generate slots for you, and also Chopper removes paralysis too, so that's obviously really, really nice to have. One thing to note though is that Nami will rewind your specials when you kill her, and that means that when you reach the final stage, you're going to have 1 turn of special reverse, which is very annoying. So ideally you have the Sweet Commander super type special to rewind your strength characters to make sure they're good to go. Then you've also got the new Perospero, who's a phenomenal unit that can remove all the defensive effects that you could possibly need, as well as giving your crew an orb boost if your captain is a strength character. That's very important. You only get the orb boost if your captain is strength. You have to be very, very careful when you launch that unit special. Make sure if you are using Luffy, Sanji, for example, as the captain instead, make sure he's set to Luffy before you use the Perospero special. So for those of you out there that did not get the Sweet Commanders, this is a Luffy and Sanji team that you can use in order to take on this BLITZ battle. One thing to note though is that I do have the support of Legend Shirahoshi attached to Luffy and Sanji so that they can guarantee themselves a matching slot, so that the orb boost from Perospero will actually activate here. Because the thing is on the final stage, Luffy gives you a full board of tandem slots, and then he treats them as non-beneficial, which means that the switch effect of Luffy and Sanji actually doesn't activate, so you can't make your recovery slots beneficial, which is one of the most annoying things ever. I don't know why Luffy and Sanji in their dual form just don't make recovery slots beneficial all the time. It's actually one of the most frustrating things ever. But I digress. Yeah, you need some sort of way to get matching slots, and that is one way to do it. You know, even just with one matching slot on your Luffy Sanji plus all of the boost active, it will be enough damage to take down the final boss Luffy, which is okay. One thing that I haven't touched on though is that stage 3. Stage 3 is also really annoying because you have to deal with 6 enemies that are all high defense and low HP. And the thing about it is that if you don't kill them before they attack, they will bind 2 of your characters for 5 turns each. Which you'll see in this video. I think there's a couple of teams that I'll be using, especially in the other variations of the Jinbei and the Capone boss. There are teams that I will be using and just showing off that do actually get inflicted with that bind, but there are ways around it. They don't actually do too much damage, so you can actually, you know, take your time with it. And ideally what you want to be doing is utilizing a friend captain Sweet Commanders and building off of that. So ideally, if you are like building your own team for this event, I would suggest using a Sweet Commander friend captain, the brand new free-to-play Carrot and Chopper, and also if you have the Perospero, I would ideally suggest bringing him because he makes it a whole lot easier to build your team with. And then using some of the new characters as well. If you were lucky enough to get Luffy and Sanji or the Sweet Commanders, you would obviously want to be using them as your captain. And you can use some other characters, like the new Brave Recruit Nami is really good, but there are actually a whole bunch of characters from Big Mom's crew that are boosted for this event as well. So now moving on to the next one here, we see that we have Douglas Bullet as our main captain here. Now, as I was just talking about in the previous clip, there are a bunch of Charlotte family members that are boosted for this event. So I've got Strusen here, I've got Montdor on the team, and I also have Colosseum Katakuri. Colosseum Katakuri is mainly only here to ensure that the preemptive attack of Luffy, where we get those non-beneficial tandem slots, just doesn't activate. So that when we launch a Strusen special, that will give us a full board of matching slots. So that's actually quite important that we activate the character specials in the way that we do there. So anyways, you know, the Bullet team is pretty straightforward. Once again, we are using Chopper here to guarantee us the strength slots that we need in order to get through the Nami's barrier, as well as removing paralysis, and it also gives us an attack boost as well. And then obviously on the final stage, being able to use the Sweet Commander special to give you an attack boost, a chain boost, and a color affinity boost. More often than not, if you actually build a team where even if you have neutral slots, the Sweet Commander special by itself is probably going to carry you through just enough damage just to kill the boss, even with neutral slots, just because of how much damage you actually get from that. But either way, I'll leave you guys with the rest of this clip with Douglas Bullet, and we'll talk about the final team once we get to it. The final team in this video is one I would not suggest using to farm this Blitz battle with, but you know, it works. It just works. One thing to know with this team, though, is that the supports that we use are very, very important, and also that we actually use Blackbeard's special twice before we get to this stage, so that when we launch it on the final stage, he has the 4x attack and the 4x orb boost. But yeah, as I said, the supports on this team are actually quite key. We have the support of the support Rare Recruit Oven attached to Katakuri. And if you guys don't know what that does, when we launch the special of Katakuri while we have that Oven support, any powerhouse character we have on our team gets a guaranteed strength slot. That is ridiculously good because obviously we need 2 strength slots to bypass Nami's barrier. So it'll mean that the Blackbeard and the Jinbei on this team will get a guaranteed strength slot, which is great. We have the support of Guild Tesora attached to Baccarat. And this is good here because we want to make sure we have a really high chain lock, and also Baccarat gets rid of the paralysis. She gives us the orb boost. All of that is really good. And then we've got Pudding. Now, the interesting thing about utilizing Pudding is that we're going to use her special to store the chain lock that we got from the support effect on Baccarat, which is really, really dope. So we can keep the 3x chain lock for multiple stages, because remember, on the final stage, we're just going to be relying on Blackbeard's attack and orb boost anyway, and then obviously we can get the conditional boost from Katakuri as well on the final boss stage. So, like, it is actually a pretty impressive team, and it is awesome that the team actually works, but it's not a very optimal team for taking on the Blitz battle for consistent farming, that is for sure. But I'll leave you guys with the rest of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.